Good morning, vinyl community, crime community. It's Hard in Prison by Charlie Manson. It's hard in prison. It's hard because when you will open up all the way up, offend other people's realities because it sounds break the patterns already set in the brains of people who don't want no real in their mother's minds. That's what they've been set in. Watson came right down to it, but men went out to do it. Compare it. It's a territory thing. Here's how it works in prison. I started playing music on the tier. Someone said, "Shut the shit up, man. I'm trying to sleep." "Fuck you, asshole. Come out on the yard and shut up." They call the cops and tell the police. "Well, you tell the guys to shut up. I'm a night worker and I got to go to sleep." Cops come in and say, "Manson, you keep shut that noise down." "Fuck you, cop, and fuck you, that rat. And tomorrow I'm going to the yard and I don't lock that rat up. I'm going to deal with it. And you know how I deal with it." The next day, the guy is gone and I'm playing music and I tell everyone that if you don't like what I say, I say, I come to the yard and I do what I do. Cops come again and say, "You're making too much noise." I say, "I live in here. This is my life. I live out there. You live out there. I don't tell you what to do. When you tell me you're breaking the will of God, I'm free in my life and I do what I want in my cell. You don't. That's what the governor's cell is, and you do what he says. I do what you have a witness to, what you say is real. If not, open the door and be a man and shut me up and get me out of my face. I'm tired of looking at you." He comes back with two men. He's got another man. I say, "I'm a brother here, and there is still only one. And if you don't call it two, it's not enough." So I piss in a cup and throw it on them and say, "Brother, you bitches, shave your heads and get down on your knees on the street corner." They run and bring back a sergeant, and I say, "Well, girls, you brought your mother." They say, "You will," and I say, "Show me." They open the door and rush in, and I kick ass and run them off, and they keep singing. And then Lieutenant Rose and the sergeants come up with about 30 cops, doctors, and people from nut wards. I strut my guitar in my bars, and Lieutenant Rose broke in and opened the door, and I kicked as long as I could, but I get overwhelmed by 4. By the time I would knock down 4 and I would be back, and I got one of each arm and leg and poor face down in my pants, taken down and shot with drugs in my ass. I'm gone to the nut ward and to the bed. 3 years later, I'm released from the forced drug program to the bed. 3 years later, I'm released from the doctor who's forced me to handcuff, naked in the shower with 2 Negroes, who was found dead after his wife was in bed with the 2 Negroes. Now I sing all day long at the bottom of it as it were to the top. It's just one little section that I read out of Charlie Manson. We finished reading about the La Biancas. I have so many fates to the La Biancas, between like who was in the Milky Way and who was dealing drugs from what location and who the Satan slaves and Terry Melcher and Dennis Wilson were. I'm done reading it, man. I'm going to read some more stuff out about Charlie. How It Stands by Charlie Manson. Then I'm going to read his parole board hearing, which I find very interesting. We're going to end the stream now and say God bless all the children and families.